Hello, how are you? And welcome if this is your first time, and thank you if you're subscribed and are coming back for another episode on how to become a functional adult since nobody teaches how. My name is Wasakaka, and today I'm going to talk about 10 tips to overcome teleworking during and after COVID-19. At this time, many of us have been forced to incorporate teleworking as part of the new normal. This has been a challenge to adapt to the new routines and to develop new habits that maybe we didn't have before. Personally, I have already teleworked on different occasions in my life, so I have had to develop habits by trial and error that allowed me to continue being productive at work, achieve a balance and separation between my personal and working life, and the most important, to avoid burning out at work. In this video, I will tell you the 10 habits that helped me overcome telework before and during COVID-19. Number 1, get up early. The most difficult thing about working from home is respecting a work schedule. So you may see yourself working until very late at night, or you may not be able to start on time because you don't feel the pressure to get up to go to work. We must make a paradigm shift. Teleworking does not mean being on a permanent weekend or assuming that we can get up closer and closer to the time of starting to work. Among the consequences of this bad habit, we can highlight frustration because it is difficult to start the day, also feeling tired through the morning, or also feeling that feeling of not understanding what we have to do and lack of focus. And also we don't have time to organize our day, so it's very easy to feel overwhelmed throughout our workday. So my advice is to set up an alarm and get up each morning with plenty of time to get into a routine like brushing your teeth, showering, and getting dressed. Even if possible, reserve at least 15 minutes to do an activity that you like to do in the morning, like watch a video, listen to music, or something like that. Number 2, go to the office. This for many can be somewhat complicated. However, as far as possible, allocate a space at home that is solely for work. The idea would be to have a room that serves as a study or office. Personally, I have a room that was already used as office before the pandemic times, and that now allows me to enter and exit from my work time and not think about it while at home. If it is not possible for you due to space issues, then allocate a table in a place in the room or living room that you can collect at the end of the workday. If you have a laptop to work, then designate a drawer or a closet space where you can store your computer, keyboard, and work accessories when you need to go home. The goal is that you can separate both physically and psychologically the workspace from your time being at home. So, number 3, respect schedules. One of the consequences of working from home can be to burn out due to the fact of spending many hours in the same space, and in many cases working much more than when you went to the office. So you must pay special attention to maintaining a schedule that allows you to have appropriate breaks during the day. I recommend to set alarms every 2 hours to rest your eyes for 5 minutes. You must get up from the chair, go to the kitchen, drink water, look out the window, play with your pet, respect the hours to eat. Again, not because we are at home all day, we must go into vacation mode. I know many of you who, by concentrating on work, are skipping lunch or using the phrase of, I just finished this and I'll eat. The truth is that if your body is used to it at a certain time, don't change this routine just because you're working at home. Finally, set an alarm for ending the workday. It is important not to constantly let work get into your personal space and time. To stay focused and motivated, it is necessary to do other activities, especially in these times when we don't go out as much, and it is important to mark the end of the workday. Number 4, you're not on vacations. Remember that you are not on vacations, and therefore you have to organize the rest of your personal life activities just as if you were going to work outside the home. By this I mean that you should prepare your meals in advance and don't do chores, washing or cleaning, for example, during work hours. The idea is that your mind is present and focused on what you are doing at all times. Avoid being overwhelmed by doing 1,000 things at once. This means respect the work schedule in the same way that you have to respect your personal space. Number 5, go digital. Depending on your work area, it may be more or less natural for you to work with these digital tools. If you are not used to work on digital, take a part of your free time to update in the use of tools that facilitate your work and your daily activities, such as Skype, Hangout, and Google Documents, and even make part of your grocery shopping online. There are free resources on YouTube that can help you familiarize yourself with these tools and facilitate your day-to-day life, and even a free program from Google. Do you like this episode so far? Then don't forget to subscribe and activate notifications in order to know when I upload a new video on the channel. Remember, you can also enjoy my content in Spanish in the other channel and watch me playing on my PC gaming on my Twitch. So now going back to the video. Number 6, chase for the sun. Being locked up all day at home can start to affect you. By not moving, you're skipping those minutes or hours a day when you were walking from home to work, or even in a traffic jam in your car. Part of the feeling of claustrophobia that many of you are beginning to feel is due to the lack of sunlight and fresh air. It depends on the season of the year. Either at lunchtime or at the end of the day, take a little time to go out and have the sun on your face. My recommendation is that if you do it after eating, take between 15 and 20 minutes to go out to the balcony or a window, or better go outside and walk a bit so you can sunbathe, breathe fresh air, stretch your legs, and recover energy. If you do it at the end of the day, take them between half an hour and an hour to walk and disconnect, both from work and to be away from home. Number 7, stop eating between meals. Personally, one of the things that I find most difficult about working from home is to stop snacking between meals. Being at home makes it very easy for me to go to the kitchen for some snacks or maybe another coffee. If you're complaining about having gained a few extra pounds or extra kilos during this period of confinement, maybe the increase in sweets could be one of the reasons, in addition to the fact that we already move much less. The idea would be not to put our weight and health at risk by working from home, so keep snacks in control, limit the number of cups of coffee a day, and every time you get that crazy urge to eat a snack, go and have a glass of water. You will see how the anxiety passes over a few days. Number 8, make yourself beautiful. By this, I don't mean that you put on your best clothes to sit in your living room to work. However, the fact that you get ready, take off your pajamas and wear work clothes makes you in a better mood. A super important note, is don't go dress from the waist up and stay in underwear from the waist down. Dress as if you have to receive friends at home. This will help you emotionally to enter work mode and to have a different position in your meetings, and also helps gain to separate work from home mode. Number 9, wear shoes. This is a complement to the previous one. Do not go barefoot or in flip-flops all day. Put on shoes, because wearing shoes also makes you be in another mental state. Have a pair of shoes with a clean soles so you can walk around the house, that if you don't usually wear shoes inside, and that will also allows you to separate one activity from the other. Being barefoot or in flip-flops again puts us in the mental state of being on vacations or the weekend. This can be difficult in summer, but it has worked for me personally. Number 10, socialize with your colleagues. Did you used to meet with your colleagues for a coffee in the middle of the morning? Did you meet to go out to eat once a week? If it is not possible due to the sanitary measures in your area to be able to meet in person from time to time, then my recommendation is that you meet in a Zoom meeting every day, or at least once a week as you did before. To finish this video, I can only tell you that it is very easy to get stuck in your own problems, especially now that you don't share every day with more people, and because of it, I recommend you to listen to the stories of others. Tell what you're doing, how you're doing, how you're dealing with teleworking, and share your experiences. There's no better way to cope with problems than talk about them and see how other people have lived through them and overcome them. If you have more telework tips that I have not commented in this video, remember to leave them in the comments area. Share your experiences, since the most important thing about this channel is that we can nourish ourselves with everyone's experiences. Subscribe to my channel for more productivity tips on how to become a functional adult and not die trying. If you have already subscribed, then click the bell to receive notifications, and I will see you in the next video. Adios. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channels for much more content. Also, leave your comments in the section down below, and keep watching videos from this series or from any of the playlists suggested by YouTube. See ya!